Hi.
Hi.
So, Johnny's dad, what was your name again?
Darren.
Darren, Johnny's dad. Hi. So he's been in class for a good 6 weeks now, and the days that he shows up, he is lovely, lovely, lovely. Such a good boy.
So all of the days, he's lovely.
Tuesdays,
Mhm.
lovely.
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays he comes in, Thursdays he comes in. I don't know if it's a day starting with T thing. But I don't see him Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Ah,
Yeah. And I must reiterate again, listen to me. He is lovely, a lovely presence, beautiful boy, social butterfly, smart as all get out.
love to hear it.
But I only see him 2 days a week when I should be seeing him 5 days a week.
Okay. Well, now this is starting to make some sense.
Hmm. You have more info maybe than I have.
Yeah, well, because, you know, I would say maybe 2 out of the 5 days of the week, I'm at home, working from home from my laptop. Things are going smoothly at work.
You work
But
2 days a week?
I work 5 days a week, but I would say
Okay.
2 out of the 5 days things are
You're
running
home.
smoothly.
Mm.
I can focus a lot. And
Okay.
then about 3 days out of the week, I just feel very unproductive,
Oh,
and I feel it. I feel like there's like a huge burden that's
oh
hanging
no.
around, and like it's almost like a knocking and scratching noise that's like, let me out. And it's like, gosh,
Oh, interesting. That's okay. So what days are those?
well, it's hard to really pin those down. I don't do like diaries or anything, but I would say maybe like
Not a big calendar
every
guy.
other day during the work week.
Mm. So starting on a Monday, you hear this noise,
I start work on Mondays, yes.
and then you would hear it again on Wednesday, and then I'm assuming you hear it on Friday.
Oh, well, gosh, I guess, yeah, I guess that's so.
Do you have pets? Do you have a dog? Do you have a cat?
No, I'm very allergic, and they say
Very
that
allergic.
hypoallergenic cats don't affect it, but
Yeah.
I would beg to differ. My
I
eyes
I
prove
I get that.
otherwise.
I have a deathly dog allergy, and it's hard for me to live in just about any city.
And to be frank, I don't have that like nurturing, caring uh gene, like
Oh,
the plants in
okay.
my house are in dire need of water, but
But you keep buying more plants, and I gotta respect you for it.
you just try to do what you're supposed to do.
Interest. Okay, so Tuesday and Thursday, those days are fine.
Oh, I'm lickety spit on it.
And I'm assuming you wake up your son, take him to school those
uh
days.
yes, the school bus doesn't come around our block, and I don't want him walking
Sure.
blocks and blocks and blocks, so
Yeah.
I drive into school and I come back.
Oh, okay, that's great. But only on those 2 days you do that,
On
and then
what?
you work. What?
Hmm?
So you I, it seems to me, and I don't know if I'm overstepping here. I'm just a teacher. It seems to me that
And
you
I
may
gotta
be
say,
okay.
maybe you hear this all the time. I support teachers, and I think you should
Oh,
get paid more.
that means so much to me. It's it feels good to hear it so often, but to never get paid more. You know what I mean? Just the words mean a lot to me.
And I wish I had a job that would, lickety split, snap of the fingers, and the system's changed. But sometimes we just,
I wish you had that job too. What can I say? But I do think your child is maybe locked in his room on the days that are harder for you. You know what I mean?
ah, could
Very, very difficult.
that seems unlikely.
Mm. Now, why is it unlikely? Tell
Well,
me what
it
makes you
just,
think that they're not locked in their room.
well, I would not do that. I mean, you hear about people doing that, but I'm
Yeah.
not that people.
Monsters, of course. I don't mean to imply that you're doing it on purpose.
It's just
Maybe
that,
you've got a somnambulism
sometimes
issue.
there are days where Johnny is just up and at 'em
Hmm.
and, ready to go out the door. And then there's
Love that.
sometimes where I have to open the little window, those windows we have at the bottom of our child's bedrooms, and then you slide the food in, and then you slam it shut, and then you clomp off to your office on the other side of the house. Sometimes days feel like that.
So it's very interesting. I'm starting to get a picture of what the inside of your house is like. Can you describe a little bit more, like room to room, what we're dealing
Sure.
with in your
Well,
house?
my office is towards the front, and it's got floor to ceiling bay windows
Oh,
with
beautiful.
lovely greenery,
A lot of natural
and
light.
then there's some, there's the foyer,
Uh,
and we have our like, there's the wall where we measure, how tall Johnny
with
gets
the
over the
yeah,
years.
well, I love
Very
those.
cute.
Yeah.
And then, we're towards the end of the house, we're looking to like, those like the future projects, you're like
Mm,
homeowners, you like got a long laundry list of wish
yeah.
list projects.
Adding another wing or just building furniture.
And it's, like, renovating and updating,
Mm,
because like towards the end of the house where Johnny's room in, it gets very like industrial, and it's like,
mm.
it's bare steel, and
Oh,
the keypads that are back there, you got to really
okay.
punch in the codes hard and
Kind of
sort of
very,
have to be,
very Spartan, but high tech.
it's like, it was high tech when they built the house,
Mm,
but
gotcha.
it's a little on the fritz now. And
Wow.
the sirens, they're not
The
consistent.
sirens.
Yeah, and the barbed wire is like,
Where's the barbed wire?
you pay for what you get, I suppose, but it's hard to
Sure.
pass up a deal at Home Depot.
And now you saw that part of the house, and what you thought was, this is going to be perfect for my child's bedroom. You said that I know where they're going to sleep. I know where little Johnny's going to sleep tonight, and it's going to be in this steel, faulty, keypadded room with the barbed wire.
Well, it was just like order of operations. I know where I'm going to
Mm.
sleep. I know where my office is. And then the area that is left, gets to
It
go
goes
to
to the child. The
the child.
last available spot goes to your
Sure.
child.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're doing a perfect job raising this little darling bundle of joy, and I don't know how I could possibly inform your parenting in any meaningful way.
so, but he's not passing your class.
Oh no, 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 a deep fail. Irrecoverable grade.
Oh,
There's no amount of extra credit or anything could help him out here. He is going to
should I,
fail.
like get a tutor?
Maybe. Are they going to be able to get in what sounds very much like a fortress?
I mean, I feel like I've got days that they can come in and out, no
Hmm.
problem. I don't know, like something like 2 out of the 5 days they can come in and like
Maybe
really
on
get,
like a Tuesday or a Thursday.
I guess, something like that. Spitballing.
I mean, you could get a tutor in. Like I said, it's not going to alter his grade for this semester, for this
Uh,
year.
ah,
But you could get a real good jump start on that summer school
huh.
to make it up in between, and then maybe fix the security system in your home or make that your office, and then you're trapped in there 3 days a week. And it's like you could get really productive if you have got no distractions.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It's kind of
Hmm.
like it's like Marie Kondo meets like an ancient army.
You really do deserve a raise. I mean, I couldn't pull
I
those two things together if
teach
I tried.
three different subjects and they don't have anything to do with each other.
Oh my gosh. Do you feel
Yeah.
like you're on it 5 days a week, or do you feel like you have days where you're like, I would be much more productive if all these children were sort of shoved into some sort of broom closet and then padlocked in with a PE locker?
Can I tell you a secret?
Uh-huh.
I don't know a word of Spanish, but I teach it.
Oh.
And right at the top of every class, I say, I've got to go to the bathroom. And
In
then I
English?
use in English because I don't know a word of Spanish. And then I write in like very sloppy cursive on the board and I say, look at that. And then I go to the bathroom for 40 minutes and that's how long the class is. Yeah.
And they just got to be, working away while you're gone.
They're working away. They're clicking on their laptops. They're doing worksheets that I can't make heads or tails of. I give them random. I have a dice with all the letters on it and I just roll and I say, that's your grade.
So my son, Johnny,
Yeah.
comes to your class 2 out of 5 days out of the week.
Yeah.
And it's just by sheer bad luck that he's failing your class.
He is failing not because he's not smart. Your son is an intelligence powerhouse.
You know what he did once is he reached through the prison bars of his door and was able to construct a fob to let himself out to use the restroom. And I was like, this kid's gonna be baby Einstein.
Yeah, he is amazing. I can't in all good conscience give him a good grade just because he's very, very smart. But he is an exceptional child. He probably knows more Spanish than I do. But he doesn't know algebra.
You're not a child psychologist, so I'm not gonna. I promise.
No, I'm an adult.
Hold you to it. If let's say 3 out of 5 days out of the week,
yeah,
I'm walking through my house and I overhear what sounds like my Johnny plotting his own escape and revenge. Is that like a course material homework assignment, or is that something that I should follow up with?
Trying to remember the syllabus.
He does say it in English.
Okay, that does say it in English. We did Count of Monte Cristo last year with Johnny, and I do remember that.
Classic Spanish literature.
Classic Spanish literature. We read it in what I have to assume is Spanish. Again, I don't know. Even by sight, I don't know if it is Spanish. But he seemed to really enjoy and take a lot of notes on Count of Monte Cristo last year. And he would kind of save them all in a notebook that he wouldn't let anybody see. And he always had those crazy eyes. Oh, you've probably seen those crazy eyes where he's like always looking over his shoulder. Yeah, that's Johnny.
It's my boy.
Yeah. Whip crack smart, loves a revenge plot.
You know what? I wish we had teacher parent meetings more often.
We could just hang out on the weekends if you wanted to. I'm having a hell of a time.
Oh yeah, weekends. Usually I have one day out of the weekend that's like really, really filled with lots of baseball and swimming and all that kind of thing. So
a sports day or like a field day, it sounds like you're having.
Yeah, just we go out to the theme park or whatever it is on the one day.
That's great. Does Johnny go out to the theme park with you every weekend?
Yeah, on those days.
What about the other day? What's that filled with?
Oh, I hang him by his toes.
Oh, jeez, Louise.